1765. This all began over money. Great Britain had been in one war or another for 50 years and was drowning in debt. Parliament decided that Americans should help out by paying their fair share, and King George agreed. After all, Great Britain had spent plenty of money fighting in America for the good of the colonies, and they were helping with the Indian attacks on the American frontier. They thought it was right for Great Britain to collect the money from the colonists. To raise money, Parliament passed a Sugar Act and a Stamp Act saying that colonists had to pay taxes to Great Britain for all sorts of imported goods, from molasses to printed items such as marriage licenses and playing cards. The Intolerable Acts. The Boston Port Act was in response to the Boston Tea Party. It closed the port of Boston until the East India Company had been repaid for destroyed tea until the king was satisfied that the order had been restored. The Massachusetts Government Act provoked even more outrage than the Port Act because it changed the government of Massachusetts. It made it even more possible for the British government to control the colonists. Almost all positions in the colonial government were to be appointed by the governor or the king. The Administration of Justice Act allowed the governor to move trials of accused royal officials to another colony or even to Great Britain if he believed that the official could not get a fair trial in Massachusetts. The Quartering Act applied to all of the colonies. It sought to create a more effective method of housing British troops in America. In a previous act, the colonies had been required to provide full housing for soldiers, but the colonial legislatures had been uncooperative. The new Quartering Act allowed a governor to house soldiers in other buildings if suitable quarters were not provided. The Quebec Act enlarged the boundaries of what was then the colony of Canada. It removed the references to the Protestant faith and guaranteed free practice of the Roman Catholic faith. Many feared the establishment of the Catholic Church in Quebec, and they were afraid that the French Canadians were going to be forced to help the British Americans.